to record their attendance. Because we know they're here.
Can you just
I'll
turn
record
on
it.
Jason?
Okay. Because they can't physically sign in.
Jason, you just changed it.
Jason are not even signed in. Oops.
Jason, it's just changing it from us, from this side of the table to that side of the table.
Well, I gotta remember how to do it.
Well,
There it is.
There you go, right there.
Well, there's a way to lock it.
Oh.
Pin.
Pin.
I got a close-up of your hair gel.
Wow.
Commissioner Huck, we usually have a little bit more decorum than this, but you're
We
getting
have
to
to
know
start.
our team now.
We're not recording.
We're not started yet.
Okay, we were waiting for everybody to log on. Are we about ready to start, Jason? You want to go ahead and call the meeting to order? Okay, it's now 10:08 a.m. and the SSDAC meeting is hereby called to order. Jason?
One second.
Are we doing the Florence ones first? I can't remember what our agenda said.
All right. So we have 3 cases for today. The first 2 are for the same location and the signs are identical. The first case is number 220-211-0001. It is an application for a certificate of appropriateness by Kimberly Goodwin of Accent Graphics for a 121 square foot illuminated attached sign on the southwest elevation. The site address is 2506 Florence Street. This is located within the downtown sign district in the perimeter sub-district. The zoning is CA2. This is the first of 2 signs submitted for this site. This is sign A. Sign B is being reviewed under CA number 220-211-0002. Both of these signs are identical in appearance, size, and construction, and all applicable code has been met. Here's a description of the sign. The sign consists of a set of channel letters mounted to a backplate. It's constructed of metal, plastic, and LED lighting. Each letter is proposed to have a white, flat plastic face with 5-inch black returns. Again, returns are sides, and trim cap. The letters themselves will light up white. The logo will have a back-sprayed thermoform plastic face, which means it's domed. It's designed to backlight the colors of the logo using white LED. The 2-inch metal backplate will be painted Sherwin-Williams trade dress blue, and the overall projection of the sign will not exceed 12 inches. Here is an aerial map. You can see this sign is on the southwest elevation facing the North Hawkins Street. And the zoning, which is CA2, and you can see the downtown perimeter there. Across the highway on the other side would be the downtown regular special provision districts, retail A. And on the other side of that big dark line, you get up into just regular business zoning. Here is the location map provided by the applicant. And an elevation view. You can see the existing sign there in the top right, and this sign will replace that sign. And the details. Again, it's a backplate with channel letters mounted to it. Here is the attachment details, and they were engineered since the sign is over 100 square feet. Each piece, you can see the fasteners, the engineers called out. And here are the site photos. You can see the front elevation there with the awning. That was replaced, the cover on it to be identical. We didn't require a review on that. And then I've got one of the backside on the bottom right there. That would be sign B, its location, whenever we get to it. Here's some photos of the area. The first one facing east toward North Hawkins. The second one facing southeast on North Hawkins. You can see the Epic here. And then facing east towards Florence and North Hawkins. This being Florence here and North Hawkins running this way. And you can see downtown, super graphic on the Sheridan. And then facing north on Florence. These are some apartments here. And here are some of the signs around the area. You can see the ones on the Epic here under the same guidelines as what these signs are under. These are just business rules. Again, these are facelit channel letters. They're not on back plates, but essentially the same type of sign. Those went through, I believe, last year. You guys recommended approval, and they were approved by Plan Commission. And around the front, there is a set of reverse-lit channel letters here, and then the pole sign for Sherwin-Williams. And this is off of Good Latimer. Here's some more examples. Again, channel letters. You've got the public storage, which was further down North Hawkins, right there at the corner of Hawkins and Swiss. And then these is the sign for the apartments, the Live Oak Lofts, which is just a set of reverse channel letters that are on a cabinet or a large back plate. And staff recommends approval. We do have one registered speaker on this case, Danielle Mannon. Danielle, are you able to unmute yourself and you can introduce yourself?
We lost her.
Hi, it's Danielle. Can you hear me?
Yes, your camera does need to be on.
Okay. Can you see me?
We have to see your smiling face.
Okay, hi.
She was on earlier. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. When she muted, she may have accidentally clicked.
Can you see me now? All I can see
Yes.
is your
There you
screen.
go.
Okay. Okay. Hi.
Do you have any presentation or anything you want to say, or you just want to answer questions?
I can answer questions. You presented it very well, so I don't feel like I need to explain anything else.
Okay.
I have one question. It's a point of education, Danielle, and I think it's significant. You threw a new term at me, wire away, a background wire away. Could you explain what that is, Jason? Because I don't understand it.
In simplest terms, it hides all the wires. It's just
Oh,
a
it's
metal
just a-
cover for all
Yeah.
the wires. So instead of having to drill a whole bunch of holes in the wall,
Yeah.
it allows you to put all the penetrations in that back plate. And,
So it's
and
like
then
I
run
do
all
with
the
my
wires.
computer stuff at home. I just
Right.
have one thing that I hide all.
Right, and then you've got just one point of penetration through the wall to get to power instead of a hole for each letter. Or
Oh,
back in the
that's
day,
right.
they had neon, which was the big holes, and you had 2 per letter.
Yeah.
So this is
Much more
less
efficient.
detrimental on the wall, correct?
Good. Okay, thank you. Any other questions from other people in the committee?
I have a question. Is this, did I understand correctly, this is a replacement for a sign that's already there?
Yes, currently there's a cabinet there.
There's a cabinet
It's
sign.
just a flex face cabinet, fluorescent lighting,
All right.
and they want to replace it with an
With a more
updated channel
modern
letter
sign.
version. Yes.
Okay.
And I have a question. It looks like it's about the exact same size of the existing sign. Is that true? Okay. All
That
right.
is correct.
Okay.
Any other questions? If there are no other questions, do we have a motion, guys? And gals, sorry. Commissioner.
This is.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, Commissioner Hunt,
I'll
motion to
second.
approve, Todd, second. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's take a vote. All in favor of approval?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Do we still have to do roll call vote, Jason, so it's recorded?
Yes.
Okay. David votes aye. The chair votes aye. Commissioner Hawk?
Yes, I.
Aye. Murphy, you got your hand up. I'm assuming that means you aye.
Aye.
And Todd, since you had the
Aye.
motion?
Yes,
Aye, okay. So it's unanimous.
All right, on to the next case. Again, this is same exact type sign, same location. The CA number is 220-211-0002. It's an application for a certificate of appropriateness by Kimberly Goodwin of Accent Graphics for a 121 square foot illuminated attached sign on the southeast elevation. Again, the site address is 2506 Florence Street. It's in the downtown sign district in the perimeter sub-district. The zoning is CA2. This is the second of 2 signs submitted for this site. This is submitted as sign B. Sign A was just recommended for approval under CA number 220-211-0001. Both signs are identical in size and appearance and construction, and all applicable code has been met. Again, the sign consists of a set of channel letters mounted to a backplate. It's constructed of metal, plastic, and LED lighting. Each letter is proposed to have a white, flat plastic face with 5-inch black returns and trim cap. The letters will backlight white. The logo will have a back-sprayed thermoform plastic face. It's designed to backlight the colors of the logo using white LED. And the 2-inch metal backplate will be painted Sherwin-Williams trade dress blue. The overall projection of the sign will not exceed 12 inches. Here is the aerial map. You can see this faces towards Swiss, which is right there to the south. And the zoning map. And the applicant provided location map. Here is the elevation, very similar to the other one. The sign faces a parking lot. And the details, again, channel letters mounted on a backplate. And the attachment. Here is a picture looking northwest at the building here. And you can see where the existing sign is, just again, a giant cabinet with flex face. You can see the other three there on the right, the sign A, and then a little further back looking down or up North Hawkins. And here are some surrounding photos. You see facing southeast toward North Hawkins, facing northwest on North Hawkins on the right, and facing southeast or northeast on Swiss, and on the right facing southwest on Swiss. And some signs around the district. These are the same signs as the previous case. And staff recommends approval.
Any questions, concerns?
So once again, this is just an upgrade of a replacement of an existing sign?
Correct.
Okay.
Any other questions?
And again, we do have one registered speaker, Danielle Mannon, from the previous case.
Danielle, did you want to add anything for us?
No, I don't. I'm good. Jason did awesome.
Jason does a thorough job on everything, so we're
Yes.
pleased that he's helping us. Okay. If there are no questions, do we have a motion, team?
I'll motion to approve.
Okay, motion from David.
I'll second it.
Commissioner Hawk seconds.
Yeah,
Sorry.
aye.
I'm sorry, Murphy.
R.
R, okay, you said aye. Okay, thank you. Commissioner Hawk, your vote.
Yes, I.
Todd?
Aye.
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 David, aye. And I vote aye as well.
All
Okay,
right.
so we are unanimous.
And the last case This is CA number 220-211-0014. It's an application for a certificate of appropriateness by Bobby Nichols of Chandler Signs, Inc. for a 201.5 square foot illuminated attached sign on the west elevation. The site address is 2200 Main. It's in the downtown sign district. This is the retail A sub-district. The zoning is CA1. This sign is one of two upper level flat attached signs for this proposed site. The sign is submitted as sign A. Sign B, located on the east elevation, met the requirements for director approval and will not need to be reviewed by this body. All applicable code has been met.
Jason, for Commissioner Hawk who's just joined our group, could you explain what the criteria are for director review versus what has to come to us?
Sure. Provided a sign is not located in a historic district, there are some criteria we say for expedited review, which is reviewed by the director. In this case, for an attached sign, is any sign that doesn't exceed 50 square feet does not have to come through this committee. The sign that was under director approval was right at 50 square feet. There are a couple additional requirements for attached signs that don't really apply in this case. For a blade or a projecting sign, if it projects more than 18 inches into the right way, it would have to come for this committee. For a detached sign, if it's more than 25 feet above grade, it would have to come to this committee. Or if it had a setback of less than 10 feet from the property line, it would have to come through this committee. Any signs in historic districts always have to come through this committee, which would be like the West End or the Harwood district. Other than that, everything's director approval.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
Yes. All right. This sign is a set of backlit channel letters. It's constructed of metal, plastic, and LED lighting. The sign is composed of individual letters, which are flush mounted directly to the facade. The faces of the letters are white plastic, and they have a black perforated vinyl overlay, which will allow the face of each letter to appear black during the day and illuminate white at night by white LED. All the returns and trim cap will be black to match the appearance of the faces of the letters, and the sign is to be located on the top of the 5-story tall facade just under the roof line. The overall projection of the sign will not exceed 5 inches. And here is the aerial map. You can see this sign is going to face South Cesar Chavez. And the zoning, again, CA1, and it's right in the middle of the SBSD for Retail A. To the south, you have Farmers Market, and further to the north is more of the downtown SBSD. And of course, on the other side, we have the perimeter on the other side of the highway to the east. Here is the applicant provided location map. Again, this is sign A. Sign B did not have to go through committee. Sign D you see on there is just a little bitty tenant panel that wouldn't have to go through this committee either. And here's the elevation. You can see they marked out the top 12 feet of the building, which would be the upper level of this facade. And here's a photo rendering. Here's a breakdown of the square footage along with a detail of the construction. You see plastic faces, white LED on the inside, and the power supplies would be behind the wall, remotely located. And engineering. Here are some site photos. This is facing east. You can see the painted logo on the water tower. That will be removed prior to this sign being installed. And here are some signs around the area, or just the surrounding area. So the one on the left is facing northwest towards Main and South Cesar Chavez. You can see the super graphic there. And then facing west toward Main, you can see the Comerica building in the background, which is another upper level sign up there. And facing south on South Cesar Chavez, and on the left facing north on South Cesar Chavez. And here are some upper level signs around the district that are relatively close by. We've got the Comerica sign you can kind of see up here. And then of course the 214651 rent. On this, right across the street, you've got the Salazar sign. You can see one of the downtown video boards, the non-premise signs there. I think it was added 2 years ago. Here's the Sheraton. And you can see there's 2 super graphics on that building. And then across over onto Commerce, you can see the OMG here and the Dilexa. Both of those are upper level signs. And staff recommends approval.
Okay, do we have any questions? We don't have a registered speaker or
No
representative.
registered
Okay.
speaker on this one.
Boy, everybody's silent, so I guess there are no questions.
Got no questions.
Deal, okay.
I'll
Well, Murphy.
motion to approve.
Okay. Motion from Murphy to approve.
I'll second.
From, okay, we got a second from Todd. We'll go through our roll call again. Murphy, your vote, please, sir.
Aye.
Aye. Commissioner Hawk?
Aye.
Todd?
Aye.
David?
Aye.
And I vote aye as well. Jason? Okay, so that's unanimous. The last item on our agenda is approval of the minutes. So did everybody get a chance to review the minutes, and were there any changes or corrections to those minutes?
I didn't see anything.
Didn't see anything either.
I
Okay.
reviewed them and didn't see anything.
Okay, if there are no corrections or additions to the minutes, then they stand approved as stated. Okay, do we have any other business we need to discuss? Otherwise, it's 10:30 a.m. and this concludes our SSDAC meeting. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your participation.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Hey, Jason, I have a quick question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got the note about the code of ethics, and I did that video in October.
Okay. Okay,
So should
that's
I-
fine.
Should I send you? Let's see, I sent the certificate somewhere. I don't remember to whom I sent it, but let me find it.
Commissioner Hunt, it may have been the city secretary's office because that's where they have to be recorded.
Okay, so yeah, I sent it to
City
someone.
secretary. Yeah, because I
Do you
just
just-
dropped mine off this morning.
Okay, do you just want
If
me
you
to?
have- Yeah, if you have it handy, you can send it to me. I'm just keeping it in a folder on our drive. You being a plan commissioner, like more than likely anything we have you do through this committee, you've already done through the plan commission. But if I just have it on record, that works.
Okay, I just found it. I'm going to forward it to you right now. Okay. All right, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Have a
everybody.
good day, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Good to have you.
Thanks, you too.
Um,
Bye.
Jason, since I already filed mine with the city secretary's office, do you need a copy of it? Okay, I'll scan it, but I can email it to you, that way you can keep it
Or if you just want to
electronically.
shoot me the email back that they sent to you. Like, don't they send it back with a stamped copy to you? Oh, they did, Todd. Sometimes they do, sometimes
I
they
got an
don't.
email notifying, yeah, that it was stamped and registered and all
Okay.
that, so I got an
Oh,
email.
then
I
they
think
may
you
do it since I
probably
just
have to
dropped it off
request
this
it.
morning, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So-
yeah, if you guys, like Donna wanted me to keep a copy in the drive, just so we've got it on file.
Okay, here are the minutes. David, do you want me to walk you back at your office so you don't have to walk in the cold?
No, I'm gonna walk back and stop at Starbucks and get refueled and
Oh, okay,
And,
that makes sense.
and yeah, and I got plenty of work, but you know, it's that whole thing about having a little few minutes before I go back to it. Nice little peaceful walk. I have been looking at those video signs a little closer, and they are playing some public service content. So every now and then.
I think it's 9 minutes per hour is what
Yeah.
they're required.
Because I've seen one about the people who clean downtown and all that, and some other public service things like that, so they
That's
are
good.
doing that. But I guess there's no other limit on what they can advertise, right?
No.
I mean, because I've seen Jameson ads and things like that, and all, it's not
I think
like,
as long as it's not cigarettes, they're fine.
so that's the only thing they can't do is
I think
cigarettes.
so.
Interesting. Because
Speaking of Jameson, what Irish whiskey would be really good. No, it's not Irish whiskey, Irish coffee would be great.
Yeah.
the Jameson,
Nice and toasty, warm.
I don't think they serve that at Starbucks.
Oh, shucks.
I'm surprised they don't in some areas.
Well, they
Yeah.
opened up in our building, they opened up a little place called Parterre